Barcelona are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Neymar. Well, that pass isn't the best. Baresi cuts it out. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That's an imaginative pass. Played towards the other side. Hazard might just make this. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Luis Suarez! He's missed, but not by that far.
Suarez certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Knocks it into space, and he's straight offside. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And that has been knocked clear.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Tries to pass it through, shot could be on. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Hakimi makes the interception. And he's intervened well there. Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Messi has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And this is Iniesta. It's Iniesta! Goal! Barcelona! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Should it go? It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. No way through there. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Neymar.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And this is Messi. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Iniesta, looking understandably energised after his goal. Crosses it in. And he's there to clear it.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Iniesta. Roberto Carlos. That has ended up in no man's land. Messi. There's the whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
El número premiado de nuestra rifa de hoy. Buena suerte a todos.
Here we go again.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Azar. Looking to play him in. And the through ball. And he's in. And a chance! Sticks it away! The second half off to a spectacular start. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. Showing great feet there. Vitinha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, important interception. And it's slung out wide. Messi. Now Neymar. Oh, it's Van Basten. There's a look and place it forward. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement.
Asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, smashing header!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's clever. And he's taking no chances there. That's travelling a long way. No way through. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Messi. And he's making progress on the ball. Hakimi plays it in. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to go deep. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Natal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Back towards the middle. Back into the middle. Neymar wins the duel this time. That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Ambitious ball here. It's Hazard! Can he spark a counter here? Neymar running with the ball. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Pullet ready to try one. Looking to widen the gap even further here.
Neymar. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal 7. Cambio de jugadores.
Natal, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful. Just a little more discipline is called for.
Just 5 minutes left. Oh, it's come loose. And this is Iniesta.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Some good work on the right flank here. That's good vision. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Played out wide, threads one in. Here comes the cross. Pullet. Iniesta. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And once more and that is as far as it goes. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that need Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward.
Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Lovely pass, but tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to play it through. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He gets big! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Park Ji-sung. And this is Torres. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Torres. Luis Suarez. And he cuts out the supply. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike! An act of charity gratefully received.
Or how can there be...
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, they could be caught out here. Tries from distance. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Vinicius Jr. Eder Militao. Now Mbappe. Messi. Oh, good take in a good area. And it's Serginho. Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, he's found support out wide. Iniesta gets into a good position. And this is Luis Suarez. Excellent challenge there. It's Luis Suarez! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Suarez has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Vinicius Jr. And here's Colomwani. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for options for movement. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe. And it's Iniesta. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the shot! It's loose now and they want... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's gone backward here. Still goalless at the moment. Caresses it through. It's a really well-measured ball. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Look at the space here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Can he get on the end of this? Suarez looking to get on the end of this. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without complication. And it's Mings. Alexander-Arnold. Luis Suarez. Now it's Iniesta.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Looking to play him in. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Iniesta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Kolo Muani. Roberto Carlos. And that is a little undercooked. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass is just off target. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too on.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho. Mbappe. Now it's Kolo Muani. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pull it. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Ball driven towards the far post. And the shot! Good-looking ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Into the channel. It's a promising position. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Decent chance! In he goes again. Decent enough try. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Aims beyond the defence. Baresi does well to get it back. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space. Kimmich. And still we await the first breakthrough. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Kimmich.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Iniesta. Oh, nicely intercepted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos. And this is Iniesta. Iniesta! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Vinicius Junior.
He's found the way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Messi. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to play it through. Great ball, just the goalkeeper to beat. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Corner
El
number
dorsal
2 then.
27 será reemplazado por el dorsal
Haaland!
20, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Looking for the run. That's an imaginative pass. That has not gone well. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Great vision. Haaland. Can he finish? We've got a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 8.
Madrid making
Messi.
consecutive changes
El
here.
dorsal 4.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Yamal. Couldn't squeeze it through. Searching pass he's played there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. Rafinha.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Nicely shaped cross. The message is clear, none shall pass. Threads one in. Vitinha gets over and intercepts. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Shoots! It's a loose ball. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Wirtz. Gullit puts his foot on the gas. Gullit is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. And he welcomes it in. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a pretty loose pass. Hakimi. No way through. Oh, good spread. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Can he latch on to this? Nunez. Gullit. Dunk gets over and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. Has crossed into the middle. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He has found the way through. Messi's cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gently done. It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi. He's going for goal! Glorious goal from Tomasz Rosiecki! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. There is the breakthrough. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And a chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Toure does really well to win the ball there. Looking for options for movement. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Good play through for the wide man. Messi. And that has put paid to that. Aimed beyond the defence. Dunk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for the run. Now it's come to nothing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And he's only too happy to take that back. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball, and he's in. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Wirtz. Now it's Darwin. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Schmeichel with the clearance. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Wirtz. Can he get it through? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's their second corner of the game. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Alexander-Arnold. It's gone out for a throw-in. Wirtz. Chance, surely! He scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Buena suerte a todos.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Driving on and making good progress. And he welcomes it in. Luis Suarez. And it's been given away. Can he finish? In he goes again. It's in. And the second half is off to a flyer. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not.
And the finish! And he hits the net. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Hazard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That pass just didn't quite work.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a promising position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Barcelona needing a change of fortune here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Knocks it out wide, done delicately. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a little off target. No luck with that dink over the top. Engages and forces him off the ball. Brzezinski. Now, what about a counter-attack? They've got to throw in. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. And the shot! Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pull it. Dunk deals with that. Decent chance!
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Knocks it into space. Messi, and the shot! Goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short, and here's Messi. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now, he's got space here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Camavinga. Messi. He is through here. Here comes the cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? He can get that clear. Roberto Carlos. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And here's Messi. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Climbs up big! No mistake! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or...
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. To increase the lead. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. So off we go then.
Well, this is a real privilege, Peter. There's an iconic number 10 below us.
You refer, of course, to the great Zico.
I do indeed, arguably the best of his time, and while he thrived in the number 10 role, he could play in any offensive position on the pitch, really.
We'll just sit back and enjoy him.
An easy watch, Peter.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a shade optimistic. Nicely spread, and it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Chance for a shot! Goal! Atletico Mineiro! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That is good alertness. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Zico, Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's fabulous. Produces a cross. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's Neymar! And he's there to retrieve it. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Strong running down that left flank. Looking for options for movement. Played into the middle. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Dembele is in a really good position out wide. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. And it's Luis Suarez, Iniesta.
Barcelona clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Iniesta clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
They get a throw in. Tries to play it through. Zico flings in across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula. Maradona! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Played up towards the front line.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and reclaimed it in a trice. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. That's an imaginative pass. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. Dembele. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Tries to pass it through. Dembele with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Shot could be on. And here's Neymar. Ball swung in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Maradona. Well read, nice interception. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Neymar. Great vision. Adams makes the interception. Nicely weighted. It's Luis Suarez! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. There's a sharp little ball here. Dembele. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's hoisted clear. Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Caicedo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cafu spots it and intercepts. And it's Zico. Messi. He is through here. And that's an excellent interception. Iniesta. That ball looks a good one. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Can he get it through? Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Maradona. Ball's played through. Messi in acres of space out wide. Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Suarez gets rid without sophistication. So we've reached the hour mark. Now, can they get him away? Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And the shot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Plays it across. Oh, smashing header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona
20.
choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
He's gone for goal! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Caicedo. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Atletico Mineiro are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Aims beyond the defence. That's a nicely shaped ball. And it's made its way to him. And he's there to get it away. Atletico Mineiro have got it back and they'll have another go.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that could set him on his way. That's been cut out, well played.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Not the most accurate pass. Ambitious ball here. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Threads one in. Hangs in across. Iniesta. It's Iniesta! It's a really well-measured ball. And here's the chance to counter. Zico is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's picked out the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Real chance! Goal! Atletico Mineiro! And again they hit the front. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 6.
Atletico Mineiro take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
El dorsal 7. El dorsal 15. Cambio de jugadores.
Hernandez. That has been cut short. Now it's Messi.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Zico gets into a good position. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now, can they get him away? Messi has it in a wide position.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And that's it. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. There's the shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Raúl. Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked it. Great chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Pull it. Can he get on the end of this? It's Luis Suarez! It's in! 2-0, and in next to no time. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And yes, it's him again. Decent jump! It's hit the upright. Cafu. Cross goes in there. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Barcelona look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Seedorf is onto this. Good read, needed to be. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
It's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Raúl. He won't be happy with that one. Vitinha. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Alcantara has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Oh, a very decent attempt. Lam. Messi. Seedorf. That has not gone well. Maldini calmly anticipates. Raúl. Messi. Look at the space here. Messi! Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard stood his ground strongly.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi is in a really good position out wide. Rijkaard. Raúl. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alcantara. Now it's Messi. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Neymar. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Mbappe. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. Dealing with the pressure. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands.
Luis Suarez! Oh, it's hit the post. Seedorf. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Luis Suarez. Aimed beyond the defence. Iniesta. Oh, what has happened here? Deflected behind for a corner kick. This possibly the last play of the half. Schneider, and it's Seedorf. Now it's Schneider. Schneider. And here's Mbappe. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. That's a little off target. Raul. Played back. That's really nicely played. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here. And the shot. Goal! They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly...
He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's in on goal. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Luis Suarez ploughing through the middle. Lam is there to clear.
Asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Referee's given a throw. Now it's Haaland. Iniesta. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Shapes to shoot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And he's picked it up out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
It's a promising position. Plays a sharp little ball here. In it comes. Toure getting this one clear. Hullet. Iniesta. Ronaldinho. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Rijkaard. And the shot! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides then
19.
taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 20. Neymar.
No, that's been intercepted.
El dorsal 22. Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 7.
That's a decent
Se va
ball.
a realizar un cambio de
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And it's been played through. He's having a shot!
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might...
Chance! Harmlessly behind.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here to further improve their position of comfort. And they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Face to face. Oh, shooting jump! And it's come back out to him. He scores! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
Barcelona making another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Conte tries to pass it through. Looking to go deep. And he's cleared it back out. Iniesta. Iniesta puts his foot on the gas.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Looking for options for movement. And that's an excellent interception. And he's managed to get rid. The final seconds now. Conte. It's Hullet. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Messi finds himself offside. And he's quick to snatch it back. And we're done. Barcelona pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. So we're up and running. Barcelona have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, the lone striker
has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
Looking to play him in. Played in. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Barcelona! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tries to play it through. Now it's Iniesta. Pass is just off target. Gehi. Now Saliba.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Barella. Oh, he's found support out wide. Good read, needed to be. There's the shot! He scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was a given, it always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
A disastrous start. Two down in next to no time. Messi! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? Kokchu. Now there's a fine ball, picked out brilliantly. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Luis Suarez.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vitinha, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he was alert to it. Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Messi, and he's found a way. It's Luis Suarez! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Accurate pass. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Livramento. Played towards the other side. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. Barella. He has a look up, tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Now he's got space here. Yehi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barcelona can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Played back in. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, that's fabulous. Very nicely done. And it's Kukçu. This looks promising. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre las líneas de autobuses que cuentan con una parada en las inmediaciones del estadio.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. What a hit, the save was firm.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe gets through on his own. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Barella, can he get on the end of this? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. And here's Barella. Threads one in. Now it's Hazard. Hazard! And that tested the keeper.
Hazard probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Played into space out wide. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Chance here to counter. And it's Barella. Well, that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Messi to Barella. Mbappe Receives it in a good position here. And they win it back again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Messi. Messi has a look inside the box. In by Messi. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And no, that was never going to make it. Iniesta. He's had a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides
20.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Messi. El dorsal 10. El dorsal 17.
Can he get it through?
El
Barnes.
dorsal 18. Serán sustituidos.
And he's in on goal.
El dorsal 9. El
Chance for a
dorsal
shot.
10. El dorsal 4.
And that has been
El dorsal
clubbed away.
21. El dorsal
He is
23.
just caressing the ball.
Un cambio de jugadores.
A real chance! Pele. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, easy pickings there. He's looking wide. Look at the space. Can he finish? Sticks it away! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist.
Shot a goal!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Decent chance! They've scored! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Barella, out to the left it goes. Paz. And he's gone backward here. And there's the shot! And that certainly packed a punch.
3 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Messi. Paz. Knocks it into space. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No way through, so back it shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Figo is really quite unique, Peter. I mean, his technique is flawless. A winger, but with the vision of a real playmaker.
Essentially the complete package.
Yeah, you would certainly call him that. A truly magnificent player.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
David's demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And the finish! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Serbia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's onto this. So much time and... Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Figo. And now the breakaway.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Iniesta. He's picked his way through. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Davids. And he's forced to go back. Iniesta in acres of space out wide. And he's managed to get free. And he's whipped it across. And he's taking no chances there. Chance here to counter. Stood up well to him there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Neymar. And they win it back again. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Big chance! It's hit the upright. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Barcelona with another corner. Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. Cafu. And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Serbia look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack.
When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Chips it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And they can counter here. No luck with that dink over the top. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Iniesta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
No, he's not getting past him there. Davids. Neatly clipped into space. Davids is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Baresi plays it long.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Messi, and this is Messi. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to get it away. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha has got himself a free kick.
That's what the wall's there for, Peter. That's good work.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Well read, and the danger is averted. That has ended up in no man's land. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's a sharp pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again then.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And this is Neymar. Kind of somewhat off target. Luis Suarez. Maldini. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Davids looking understandably energised after his goal. Davids. Iniesta. Vitinha. That's a good ball out wide. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Messi. Messi going full steam down the flank. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
That is a brilliant interception. So, what can they make of this? Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Tries to play it through, and he's cut it out.
Substitution for Serbia. Number 14, Iniesta. Number 15, Davids. Number 13, Figo. Number 21, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Dixon.
Coming on the field, number 23, Scholes.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 24, Gerrard. Number 25,
It's a searching pass.
Neymar. Number
Well, that is
9,
not the best ball.
Suarez.
He offers an apologetic
Substitution.
look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Haaland finds himself offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on.
Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Shot could be on, and this is Neymar. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Schmeichel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neymar receives it in a wide... Terrific header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Cruyff. Messi. No way through there. And he was quick to react. Cafu.
That's good play from him.
Searching pass he's played there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! Goal! Do not write them off. Back they come. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Substitution for Serbia, number 7.
So here comes a substitution. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now he's got space here. And here's Iniesta. He has found the way through. Iniesta cross. Oh, smashing! Oh, it rattles the bar. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He's got away. Cleared away. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Iniesta. There's a sharp little ball here. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Gerrard. Good ball, good take. There's the delivery. Big header! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that will be the final act. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport.